Okay, so let's hop right into it. Today's video, we're going to do what is market structure and how to identify it. Okay, this is going to be the best market structure video you can watch. So market structure is always going to be designated on the highest time frame. The highest time frame has the most amount of power. And when you look at the details in the higher time frame, you have to really pay attention to every single individual candle because right now we're on the week. Because we're on the week, that means each of these candles means a lot. Okay. So again, market structure goes in three patterns: impulse, correction, continuation. Okay. Most people are familiar with that, but let me show you exactly how to recognize that on every time frame. Okay. So we're going to start with GBP, JPY. Okay. So if we work backwards, this was a high, right? This was the low before the high. So impulse, correction. Okay. That's simple. Let's go ahead to the daily chart so we can see it even clearer, okay, based on what we just had. Okay. So cool. On the daily, let's even look from here, right? Impulse, correction, continuation, right? Correction, continuation, because it's formed a new high. All right. So GBP JPY is bullish, right? Even though the past three candles are bearish, we just took out this low. The overall view of this chart is going to be bullish, right? But since we're looking at GBP JPY, let's go ahead and add some more analysis to this. So right now we're on the daily time frame. If we look at this candlestick right here, there was a high. This high broke over here, meaning this is a new high. So this becomes the order block. This was the bearish candle before the bullish candle that broke the broker structure. Okay, so let's go ahead and mark this up. And I'm only marking this up right now because it looks like market is currently in this area. Okay, so let's go ahead. This is the daily order block. Right. So what we want to see in order blocks is we want to see the price reverse out of here. Okay. So remember, impulse, correction, continuation. But this is kind of sideways movement. Again, this is the daily time frame. So this was a range. This was a range for a couple days. Okay. Let's go to the 4 hour and you might be able to see it a little bit better. Okay. Right. So 4 hour from here, impulse, correction, continuation, kind of. So this would be like impulse, correction, continuation, right? This is a range because it's not really obvious. There's highs, there's lows, there's highs. It's sideways movement. So we're not really going to count this, right? If we go to a smaller time frame, yes, each of these individual movements, we can identify impulse, correction, continuations in, right? But again, market structure is all based upon the higher time frames. Okay. That's how you understand where exactly you are in the market. Okay. That and break of structures. Okay. So yes, this is a higher low, this is a higher high, but this previous high was broken and created a new high. That's how you know. Okay. So again, since we're right here, let's go ahead and use our details to see if we can make some analysis here. Okay. So again, this is the 4 hour. This was the high. This is impulse, correction, continuation, right? And it broke. It broke this low and it broke this low. So we're really flying down, right? So what I would do is I would take the fib, go from the high, take it to the low before it retraced, right? Impulse, correction at the 50, and now we're at the negative 61.8, which is the reversal zone, right? But this thing is still flying down, right? It's flying down. But I'm expecting um some sort of pause here. Again, we're on the 4 hour, so this is the 4 hour order block, right? This is the bearish candle before the bullish candle that broke the highs. Okay, so this order block is actually pretty important. Let's go ahead and change this to yellow. Boom. Right. So we should see this reverse. Okay. And then because it reverses, right, what are we going to do? We're going to take a fib from that last low to the high, right? And if we're expecting this to go up, then we would be taking this to the negative 27 right here. Okay, so let's go look at this on a daily time frame. Okay, so this is where we are. And again, this has just been trending upwards on the day. It's just been trending up, trending up, trending up, trending up, right? What I'll do is I'll really draw a trend line from the previous two O's. So something like this. Okay. We definitely want to see some sort of rejection at this price, right? And then take it up. So again, if we do a trade idea from somewhere here, right? Like this, but really we want it to be, we could want it to be under this low because if it breaks underneath this low, then, then we're probably going to chase this low, right? That means we have a lot of bearish momentum. But again, we don't have that many confirmations that this is going to happen, right? So if anything, because it's very strong right now and we drew that trade idea on the day, let's go to the 4 hour, right? We can easily put it a little lower, all right? A little lower like this. Take profit here, draw this up to the target, and we're good to go. So we really want to see some rejection here. So that's GBP JPY. Let's do one more chart just so you can try and get a good idea of how exactly to do market structure. Okay, go ahead and clear this out. And again, you're always going to want to start on a higher time frame. Oh, this is super ugly. Like if you guys can see the, this is really ranging. Easy to see this, that this is ranging, right? Overall, you could say this is buying, but again, on the week, this is 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, 5 week. So this little bit of movement is really what we're going to look at. We're not going to look at overall. You're not going to say overall from the beginning of 2025, it's been bullish. Like that's not really a fair assumption, considering from April it's been bearish. Okay, so that's not a good one. I like to see clear market structure on higher time frames because to me that means that it's easier to identify a trade idea on a lower time frame. Go to like USD CAD. I've already analyzed a lot of these charts, so I'm just trying to find a clear chart for us to go to. Yeah, most of these are already marked up. All right, most of these are marked up. But from GBP the one that we just did, yes, you can definitely see. And this actually looks like a good trade idea. We might go ahead and take this trade idea because this trade idea follows all our rules, right? And it looks like we're already getting a bit of a rejection there. Yeah. Okay. So please go ahead. If this was helpful, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, follow me on my personal Instagram at Mata. Follow Growth Bank on Instagram for tricks and tips. You can see pocket analysis videos there. You can join our Telegram and trade with us for free. And that's everything. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching.